Alright, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We got some more Awakening DLC gameplay for you in the background. This time we're playing on the map Splash, and I think it's going to be a toss-up between this map and Rise as far as my favorite map in the DLC package goes. But this map, just right off the bat, look at how beautiful this map is. Like, some nice underwater combat zones. This is more like the middle of the map that we're in right now. Kind of just floating around, getting a feel from that. This is like my second game on it. This guy's camping in a slide. This is a very kind of dangerous area of the map, this middle here, because there's a ton of slides and little underground water passageways. It's a very, very busy part of the map, so if you guys are going through there and you're playing the DLC, just be careful. What I wanted to talk about is overall my impressions of the DLC so far. And I want to say they're actually pretty good. I know my last hijack video was more on the negative side of things, and that's not so much a fault of the map, but just because more so that hijack, the map itself, doesn't really fit into this game. I mean, you got to look at it like this. Every time they bring remakes back of maps, I personally, I don't really like it because these remakes, they never play as good as they originally did in the game that they originally were played in. For instance, like Ghost DLC, in my opinion, great DLC. Like, honestly, the best DLC of the franchise. And I think if their stock maps, like the maps that came with the game, were actually the DLC maps, I think that game would have gotten a way better rep, and people would have liked it a lot more. But the problem is the game was it just played so poorly because the maps were so large that a lot of people gave up on it before the DLC came out. But before I got off topic, what I wanted to say, and the reason why I brought up Ghost DLC, is they brought back like two of everyone's most favorite maps from Modern Warfare 2 in their DLC pack, and that was Favela, and they brought back Scrapyard with the new name Ignition. Those maps in Call of Duty Ghosts played like shit. Like, they honestly played like complete garbage. They were really campy and slow paced, and they did not play well at all. However, the original maps in the Ghost DLC, like the Ruin map where you play as the Predator, where you can become the Predator alien from the movie and kill people and like turn invisible and knife people, and then when they kill you, you blow up like in the movie. The original DLC maps that Ghost came out with were really great, but every time they had a remake in there, the remake was always the weakest of the bunch. Like when they remade High Rise was just horrible. Like High Rise in Ghost was horrible. In Modern Warfare 2, it was one of my favorite maps. You know, it was a fan favorite. That's why they brought it back. But what I'm trying to say is when they bring back maps, they never play well. So that was more of just, my last video was more of a rant on Hijacked than the overall DLC. The DLC, my first impressions are actually that it's pretty damn good. I mean, look at how awesome this map looks. Like, look at how bright and colorful this is. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm a sucker for, like, really bright and punchy and, like, enticing looking graphics in a video game. And this map is great because it actually is one of those maps that not only looks great, but also plays really well, too. I mean, it's pretty large, so you have some nice, you know, longer lines of sight if you want to use an assault rifle like the Man-O-War, the Shiva, or the KN-44. But you can also stick to the shadows and kind of play a more close-quarter combat game like I'm doing right now. You guys may have noticed I was using the Man-O-War with the sweet diamond cam on the beginning, but I opted out for the Kuda with a silencer because of basically of how the other team was playing. I felt like at a distance I was kind of getting beaten, and a lot of my gunfights were up close, so I figured I'd switch to this more stealthy Kuda class. And right on it, I'm using quick draw and extended mags with a silencer, and I'm also running Ghost. And I feel like Ghost is a necessity, at least right now, if you're playing on the DLC maps, because everybody is spamming UAVs, and myself included. I mean, you're not really used to the map, you're not really used to the spawns, you don't really know where people are coming from. So it's nice to have a UAV. Just be careful, because if you're the one using UAV, be aware that a lot of people like myself are also running Ghost. So just be wary of that. I mean, a lot of times I've been getting killed on streaks playing the DLC because everybody is rocking Ghost. So just have your guard up, you know, when you get used to the maps. Try and aim down sight before you come around a corner if you can, just to be safe. But overall, real quick about Splash. It reminds me a lot of Bayview, and it kind of plays like Stadium from Black Ops 1. In fact, I'm going to say that all the DLC maps in this game, they have a very nice Black Ops 1 feel, where they're kind of larger, but they feel like they play more close quarters. And as far as Call of Duty traditional map feel goes, I'd say this is probably the best one. Watch this fail. I'm like, where the hell is this guy? Because he's on my radar and I see him. I'm trying to ripper him in. Oh, Epic fail, man. I cannot take people out when they got the Argus. I mean, nothing against the Argus. It's just like I miss all my bullets, and they're missing their shots too on the Argus because that gun's kind of hard to use. And right as I'm about to get on target, they get on target with their Argus, and they just kill me every time. But you're going to see a lot of little funny mistakes that I make just because I'm not used to the map. But notice how I'm actually running around. A lot of these people that are playing the maps, they're just camping. And it's like, dude, you're never going to get used to a map if you're just camping. And I know you guys are probably wondering, where the hell is the exploit? Because I am going to title this video regarding the exploit. And that comes at the very end, guys. If you want to fast forward, go ahead. You're more than welcome to. Basically, the last minute of this video, I'll be bringing it up. But it was overall pretty solid gameplay, I think, on this map. So I figured I'd share the whole thing. But my boy Marine, or whatever his name is, on the other team, finds a nice little out-of-map exploit. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but I'll show it to you at the very end of the video. But overall, my impressions of the DLC is they have this weird kind of vibe going on where, like, the maps are big and they seem big, but all of your engagements are like close quarters. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like all the maps in Black Ops 3. But I want to say that overall the DLC right now is doing a really nice job of like refreshing the game, at least for me right now, because I'm kind of tired of playing on the same 4 maps all the time. I don't really like to play on Havoc, so I kind of skip it, and I don't really like to play on Infection, so I kind of skip that too. But I need to give a massive, nice triple gravity spike pants right there. That guy got me and 2 other teammates right there. I got to give a massive shout out and props to Treyarch for actually, from the beginning, putting all of these maps in the regular rotation. So what you can do is just click on Team Deathmatch or Kill Confirmed or Domination, and you can just jump right in and start playing these maps. And I saw Vondahar tweet out that they actually made it so that the DLC maps come up more often in the rotation. So that's really awesome. Like, you're not forced, like when in Call of Duty Ghosts, for instance, when the DLC came out, you had to basically play like this DLC only playlist. Like, if the first map pack, if I remember right, was called Odin, for example. So if you wanted to play on the maps of that map pack, you would have to click on the Odin playlist, and you would be forced to play a bunch of game modes that you don't really want to play, like Uplink or Team Deathmatch or Kill Confirmed. And it's like, I'm a Domination player. I don't want to be forced to have to play these game modes if I don't want to. I want to just play Domination like I always do, but on the new maps. So shout out to Vondahar for making that finally possible from the beginning. He made it so that even in Hardcore, if you want to play Hardcore in these maps, go ahead, you can do Hardcore. You want to do Ground War? I'm pretty sure at least most of these maps are in the Ground War rotation. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure that they're there. And we're coming up on the part where this guy, I think his name is like Marine something, is camping. Like, look at that. He was like Spider-Man on that light pole. And I'm over there. I'm like, where the hell are we getting shot from? And there it is right there. And kind of annoying because I feel like that little camping spot, that little exploit right there that he's taking advantage of, I feel like that kind of cost us the game, to be honest. And here, I'm showing it to you guys again. Treyarch, can you please fix this stupid out-of-map exploit glitch? Because overall your DLC is amazing, but that shouldn't be happening. I mean, we're paying $50 for a season pass or $15 for the DLC on its own. That should not be happening. So please, Treyarch, Vondahar, please fix this out-of-map exploit on the splash map. I just wanted to show you guys this gameplay and bring attention to that exploit. Hopefully it gets fixed soon. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Got some Splash gameplay, and I will be uploading a gameplay of Gauntlet and Rise later. Got a nice little lucky first match on Rise that I'll be sharing. And that's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you can, tweet out to Vondahar, like the video, favorite it, get the word out about this goofy exploit going on right here. This is nonsense. Let's get this out of the game and enjoy ourselves in the Awakening DLC. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. MCKOOKIE out.